How about how people interact with others, how they react to the feelings of others? Their behaviors and actions are practically screaming out to you what the true underlying attitudes are that they live with. But people who don't know any better seem to have a hard time putting two and two together. They're too thrown off by what the person says that contradicts everything you're seeing. So, for example, people who say, I love you, while 99% of their behaviors and attitudes and reactions and interactions with folks don't reveal love at all. So they're telling the girlfriend at night when they're lying in bed all lovey-dovey, I love you. But the whole day and the whole week, their reactions, behaviors, actions, interactions have not reflected that. The girl says, but he says he loves me. He says he loves me. Then they go into cognitive dissonance, where what they're being told does not match at all the facts of what they're seeing. Whereas an emotionally healthy person would look at the evidence and draw the accurate conclusion. He doesn't love me. He's just saying he loves me, but he doesn't. The unhealthy person does not do that. The unhealthy person tries to make excuses, tries to come up with explanations for why this person can do things that love does not allow, and explain why that person can still love them. That's cognitive dissonance. Not only is that person's behaviors not reflective of authentic love, but those behaviors are in fact totally contradictory to what love is. In other words, love, authentic love, would not even allow for such behaviors. But the woman wants to believe what she wants to believe, doesn't she? And the guy's saying that he loves her, so cognitive dissonance kicks in, and she begins to come up with all these ridiculous explanations that make no sense whatsoever for why he can mistreat her and why that can still be love. It's cognitive dissonance. Again, I was once the person denying that I had negative notions about the value of feelings. However, this was only proof of my denial or my inability to perceive it due to a lack of understanding, not proof that my subconscious view of my feelings was healthy. To determine if one is living with these fundamentally unhealthy attitudes and beliefs, it's not enough to simply examine what we believe we believe. I know that's a little confusing. It's not enough to simply consider what we think, what we believe. Instead, we must over time compare our thoughts, behaviors, feelings, reactions to the unhealthy belief system and see if it matches. If it matches, that's the belief system you do live with. This is how one experiences a slow awakening that, wow, yeah, this distorted belief system has been sitting in there all this time, and I was completely oblivious to it.
Orange Slices are brief highlights from the Last Symptom podcast. Subscribe to full audio episodes of the show on any major podcast platforms such as Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, Amazon Music, and more. While I've got you chewing on that, like this video, pretty please. Might as well press subscribe while you're at it. I bet you a nickel you know somebody who's overdue for hearing some of these things, so go on, forward this video to them.